I started out as a somewhat overweight, chubby kid, not to the point where it was, completely stopping my ability to do things, but I was definitely overweight. I struggled with jaw inflammation, TMJ issues, lockjaw kind of stuff, and also acne. I mean, I know every kid has acne, but I really struggled with that. And I was pretty uncomfortable with myself growing up. I was also a sugar addict, and I didn't understand the correlation between sugar and your health at the time because, what your parents give you is what you have, and that was a lot of sugar. And I was uncomfortable in my body. And I tried to overcompensate with that by having an outgoing personality to try to cover it up. Some people try to hide. I tried to go out there and kind of be a little bit more assertive, I suppose. And then as I got older, young adulthood, I tried a variety of different diets that I would never stick with. I tried a variety of different exercise programs that I would never stick with. And it was ultimately boiling down to the fact that if I didn't see results immediately, I would get discouraged, bored, and move on. I just really needed to see those immediate results. So as I got older, I became a mom, and when you become a mom, you want to share memories with your family, you want to be a part of those memories and not just always be the one behind the camera. And I would see pictures of myself with my kids, and I would think, is that really what I look like? Oh my goodness. I don't like that. I don't feel like I'm the vibrant mom that my brain thought I was. And I got very discouraged about my weight in pictures especially. So I wanted to be able to join in on those memories with my kids and be able to look back on them and have them look back whenever I'm gone and say, yes, that was my mom, and that represents her personality. I decided I need to do something about this. I started to research in January of 2016 just about ways to get healthy, and I came across a plan called the Trim Healthy Mama Plan. And if you have heard about that, you're familiar with its carb cycling process. And I thought, this sounds interesting. The science made sense to me, and I'm going to try to do that. I was met with a little bit of opposition with my family, but I decided to take that challenge by the horns and figure it out for myself. I started the process of doing a Trim Healthy Mama way of eating with carb cycling back and forth. And after about 2 weeks, I realized that eating carbs was not for me. And I was only focusing on fat meals. And in my research to try to figure out, well, is that okay? I learned that that is actually adjacent to keto. So I started a keto diet without knowing I had started a keto diet, and I felt super great on that. And I would make meals for my family and just allow them to have, carbs or rice or pasta or other things that looked normal while making the main portion of the meal suitable for me. Eventually, my husband said, hold on, I see changes in you. I did drop quite a few pounds. I dropped about 15 pounds within 2 weeks, and then I continued to lose another 7-ish pounds after that. I was not huge obese, so for me it was like, the vanity weight kind of a thing, but it also made me feel so much better. My husband started to notice the change in me, and he was looking at my plate one evening and looking at his plate, and he says, why do I have to have the potatoes? I said, you actually don't. You could join me on this and not have the potatoes. He said, okay. And from that point forward, we kind of continued on the journey together, and I kind of helped him to learn more about the keto lifestyle. He travels often and has to eat out often, so he would call me and say, hey, what can I have on this menu here? And I would say, if I were you, I would choose X, Y, or Z. And he would make his decisions. And it was a really great way for us to kind of join together in doing this. I did my best not to push. I don't know if that's real or not, but in my mind, that was real. And once he learned how to keto, he was set. He was good to go. I still wanted to talk about it more, I found, because telling him what to do and what not to do really made me feel like I could make a great impact.